Hey, I'm back. Sorry I took so long. The traffic was a nightmare. All your friends kept asking questions. Anyway, I got it. That book you wanted, of course. Didn't you say you needed it for a project at work? Those kids love a good story. That's what I thought. Are you settled? Good. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful noble. They worked in a nursery, taking wonderful stories for little kids, and turning them into the most amazing plays in the world. All the children loved the noble, and so did the handsome prince. He worked in the bakery across the street, and always brought in sweet treats for them during his breaks. All was well in the kingdom, and everyone was happy. Until one day, the beautiful noble was captured by an evil sorcerer from another kingdom, who put them under his spell. They told the handsome prince that they should just be friends, and that broke his poor heart. The sorcerer was a very cruel man, who badly mistreated the noble and made them cry. So the handsome prince vowed to rescue them. He visited the sorcerer at his castle and challenged him to a duel. The noble came back to the castle, just as the duel was ending, and begged the prince to spare the sorcerer. But this was because they were under his spell, and didn't understand that the prince was only doing what he had to, in order to protect them. After seeing the prince defeat the sorcerer, the noble was very upset. He only wanted the best for them. But they began to scream and ran out of the castle to alert the guards. Which was a very bad idea, wasn't it? The prince didn't want to be taken away by the guards, because he dearly loved the noble and feared he might never see them again. So he took them back to his own castle, and tried to give them the life they deserved. But they kept trying to run away. The prince was distraught, but he had no choice. He took the noble to his basement and chained them there, so that no more evil spells could get them. He didn't want to. If the noble had listened to him in the first place, none of it would have ever happened. If they just accept his love, instead of bringing the children inside where he visited, and filing restraining orders, then they could have lived happily ever after. But the guards didn't find the prince to take him away, and he and the noble were finally together, so in time, they learned to love him. They stopped fighting him and screaming for help, and just accepted that he only did those things because he loved them. Because he does love them, no matter how much they hate him. And they both lived happily ever after. I hope you enjoyed your bedtime story. It's time to get some rest. I have work in the morning, and you look pretty sleepy. Good night, my little noble. Sleep well.